process? Did I describe it accurately?
Oh,
I'm singing your praises, but I mean, what was it like from your...
No, I think for me, like, the big aha moment was as we finished our Series A round. We had the board meeting. At that point, the company was about 40, 50 people.
Yeah.
And then now the job changed. Like, I love building. I love kind of the innovation side, the R&D side. Starting something, or even just diving into like what's next. And then the job ended up being very much management, HR, and it's a very important stuff.
Yeah.
But then I think the introspection part came from just like realizing the company needs someone who loves that stage, like who wants to look at all the minutia of that stuff and like loves kind of connecting the wires.
Yeah.
And that's not, at that point I realized that's not me. And so, like, as a selfish investor, I'm like, okay, this company needs someone passionate about
But
this.
I got to tell you though, not like it's the same ego that leads a founder to start something, because we all have to have that, right? I mean, it's, there's a certain amount of ego that goes into what we do, and something's got to drive you. I mean, that sometimes that ego doesn't allow, the space for, a different type of value add. So, anyway, for you to recognize that, and not only recognize it, but participate in it to the extent that you have, impressed me.
And it was, I appreciate it. And I think a lot of it came from mentorship too. Like at the time, so I was working with Howard.
Yeah.
He's
got a place over years.
And so.
How is Howard? We're getting it off topic.
But
yeah.
I think if I tried to do this all on my own, I probably would have messed up that transition.
Right.
But having somebody to help me do that introspection and kind of think through, what do you want? How do you go through this? And just to like ask the questions was super healthy.
Yeah.
And that's, I think for me, it gave me a lot of, over time, I think humility and realizing like you had to be, even though we were at a certain stage by that point, you have to be willing to just reinvent and kind of figure out, are you going to become the CEO of a company that's 5 million to 10, 20 million revenue, or do you want to have someone else come in and be that? It's like, you need either you have to become that person for the next 5 years, or you need someone to do that, otherwise the company won't.
So are you, would you be an advocate of early stage founders actively looking for mentorship and coaching and people to work directly with them? And
well, actually, so Staffel, the story there, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but the just working with Mars, working with like different folks, that was pivotal for us. DMZ. Yeah, like mentorship was pivotal during our early stage, because when we first started, we had revenue right away before we had a product. We just like sold licenses with an Excel spreadsheet. That was our first product, and then used that to iterate. But then we kept hitting a plateau, and we thought we had it figured out. And then just mentors helped us realize, is that actually the problem to solve? And then we had to pivot several times.
Yeah.
And then eventually we kind of cracked. Oh, okay, like this is what actually they want.
Yeah.
And then
would you describe StatFlow as having been quick to pivot, or as you look back, did you move fast enough? Would you say did that develop into a strong muscle of the company? The ability to change as the wind changed,
Yeah, it's really important to change. No, no, but like it actually became a huge DNA for us to look out 4 or 5 years, and go, okay, not just where are we going, but where could everyone else go? What boats could come into our path? What could someone bolt onto their existing thing that could be competitive? And we were very deliberate at redesigning our product when we saw that winds were going a certain direction, so that we wouldn't get blindsided. So it's super important.
It's the importance of vision, right?